Welcome back to this great venue, MK Football Turf Ground, where we have two team lineups strongly. Imphal team taking it on Amethi in this Junior Boys Under 17 All India Sainik School Intergroup Football Tournament. And there we see the handshake, the proceeding begins with the referee along with boys in red against boys in blue. And surely after few seconds and minutes, we'll see both the teams clashing against each other. Imphal taking it on Amethi, whereas Imphal led by Dayananda, along with Amethi side led by Captain Devrishi. There we have the photo session. I think that is a great memory for them. They'll remember throughout their life the kind of game they've played in their childhood. They'll keep these pictures as a memory, display them on their wall. Along with that, we have the referee, two captains straight away, hand shaking, and the toss will come in deciding the right side and left side. And I'm Mohammad Suhaib as a commentator of the day. I'll be your host. Stay tuned. This is going to be a great game, a great serious game here, with both the teams having high hopes and high regards with the kind of game they played, with the kind of game they had in their side. Wishing them a great luck for the entire day. Both the teams coming with a particular plan, a plan to win, plan to go ahead, looks themselves keeping in that process, keeping themselves up to that process. And there we see the teams line up. They're on the field with the whistle to blow. And there we see it's a big match, do or die for any team, I would say, at this stage. Both teams have to play with their best of their abilities, best of their game. And there you see the first try coming from the Amethi side. As a bit of tackle lost the control. Imphal is the team who has impressed everyone with their kind of formal game, kind of good passes.
good dribbling skill, and there you see the first one, the whistle goes. A team which is undefeatable, a team which has shown great signs of football. Look at their players. They're so much calm, composed, disciplined, well structured. The kind of training they had, and in the recent years, the kind of football is impressive from the northeast side of the Imphal came. They're doing great job, phenomenal, and at this stage, you see their players with small passes playing the best of the role. They could have done it in this tournament. Surprising. It's not that much surprise to see the kind of performance they had shown as they have come to that occasion, and they are showing and coming with that kind of level of a game they had. And a good clearance coming there with that kind of an impressive start.
ಅಣ್ಣ ನಾನು ಕಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕುಯ್ ಅಂತ ಐತೆ. ಕುಯ್ ಅಂತ ಐತೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
That's a good one. Now they've got the chance. Imphal. Oh, they're looking to a counter first, and the first one has opened. Draw the first blood in the nets, it seems out. They draw their first one, Imphal, with an early lead, early sign of aggression, good passing, and no answer to the defense of Amethi. They are in big pressure, big, because they knew this team is unstoppable. The kind of football this team is playing is a great. It is a great to watch. That pass is coming up straight away, captain. Then and the leading it from front. So good to see these teams doing well. Moirang them, known to the player who scores the goal with that brilliant pass coming back. In the morning side at 6. In the girls' side, we've seen a great clash with 2-1. The Kodagu team losing that match against Chunjunu. It was a girls' game, under 15. And the whistle goes. And tried hard but could not get in that way just the moment they entered inside that D. Imphal team trying to take the lead, getting players coming back from the action. Looking to create that chance. Is this the first one again coming with inside out of the corner? Well try, misses that one, but well try. It was inside that block. Imphal purely dominating. 6 minutes have gone so far. They've tried with that brilliant pass coming right to left, and then again sliding pass. Again, the thing going in favor of Imphal. They're just trying their best, coming up with their best fashion. They're just trying to look at it. Oh, boys in red now taking the charge, but well short of the ground. This is the right thing to just go ahead and get going in this game. We're fully in good control, Impal team. Again, they've got it. This is going to be a good move. Jersey number 10. Can they got a chance again? Is it an indication of a goal coming right again with two taking the team ahead? That one up and well done. Good take by the goalkeeper. Almost shattered everyone there with that good pickup. Header with a good clearance and a good interception there and a good choking there by jersey number. Boys in red by Amethi. Just trying to build that one. Quickly, can he reaches that one? He's got the one. Just checking that is he all right? Has he hurted himself? And the referee says, just stop there for a while. We have to check him. Is he all right? Yes, he is. Well, that's a good news. He's back there, and the referee says, stay there. He's okay. Boys in red. Is he looking in that touch? With that cross coming in, can he do so? Can he? Oh, straight into his hands. That would have been another one. How good that pass was. That cross coming in with that brilliant intent. 12 minutes of play have gone so far. The boys in red looks to be a little tensed and worried. Again, that another one lost his control. Tried himself but could not find the nets. Well try. But still they have a hope. A corner has been produced at such a crucial stage where it is much required, and more importantly, it's produced that in that style. With that one coming in, is it the second one? Yes, it was a pure indication of a second goal coming in the 13th minute. And yet they have gone a good control over this game. Imphal team with their signature move. A team which has shown a great of the ability. A team which is so good, rise into every occasion of the tournament. Fully in good command, fully in good control, good touch. Small passes have been so much accurate, which have bring the accuracy with a good coordination between players to players, marking each players, trying to make use of every possible opportunity, trying to come multiple times into the D and then targeting short zones.
Hello.
Whereas to find the opportunity to go through the penalty corner and then with
Goal
that kick
expected.
coming in with that header and a good clearance.
Goal.
For a while, shocked and choked everyone. With that good kick coming in into that frame, trying to pull this back up, trying to back himself up with that kind of a start. Looking to find his own player in that pass, but well stopped by boys in red. A header with a good pass, but oh, they've got the ball running quickly. This is a brilliant move. Almost dodged two, three players, and then at last still have the control. Passes back, and a good clearance coming right at that way. And then boys in red losing the ball. Cross coming in and a good one. It was a perfect reply to that one, but still, good save by the goalkeeper. Sajdeep has been a good one. Sajdeep, in the previous game, he has saved a couple of those instances where we've seen his good efforts. Looking to get the best out of themselves to be in that position. And not a single time we've seen boys in red have been into that deep position. They've carried the ball. So you can see the kind of a game which Imphal is playing with a top-notch skill. There you see that dodge very often coming up with boys in red not able to put the ball inside their D, not even a single time. Water breaks have been called off. So far, the scoreboard rises to 2-0.
ಏನದು ಸೌಂಡು ಕುಯ್ ಕುಯ್ ಅಂತ ನಾಯ್ಸ್.
As same they're back. That's another one. If they look so getting in good touch, tried their best in that angle and missing it over his head, over the nets coming. But well tried is, and that's why he's trying to get through that one. Looks to build pressure, high pressure being mounting on it. Just trying to show the right kind of rhythm, the right kind of talent as it just goes. And there we see his great work, his great practice there. Actually, they have been up onto that occasion, Imphal team, with some brilliant passes coming right from there. 23 minutes have gone so far as they know this 10 to 15 minutes of the play left for the first half to end up. And surely boys in red would have an urgency to meet that requirement to just come up with flying colors, especially they are just in that high control mode. They've tried to pull that things, getting in that action. Just looking to bring that up the smile onto their face with that brilliant move, brilliant save. They're trying to bring the ball back in their control, trying to get through that connection. A right action taken at right spot. With that flyer coming back into the action but out of the way. It's going tough and tougher. Again, a corner is coming in their way, just as a hope for another one to add on that script. But a good clearance, a quick clearance there done by boys in red.
Again, they've got the ball back, but lovely ball by boys in red. Could not transmit that one, could not convert that one into a huge lead, losing the control of the ball, and still they did their best. 7 to 8 minutes of the time left for the first quarter to end up, which means the half time will proceed with Imphal team on the top. Imphal team fully dominating well by good passes. Its boys in red are in deep, deep trouble with the kind of game they're playing, especially not that much of passing has been done, which is the key in this part. Whereas Imphal has built good passes, they build the entire game on that particular aspect. They're so much calm, they have they're so much composed of the situation. They've kept themselves high onto that occasion, give themselves a bit of relief. That cross coming in, and the whistle blows. 29 minutes have gone so far without a goal being added from the side of Amethi, and they kicks it hard, and then it is away from them. It's away from them. Just the right of a game, a good connection, almost their best they did, intercepting both, getting them back in the right position, trying to get set with that kind of a good game in that reflection, just adding to that number, adding to them with that opportunity, coming back with that flying occasion. And big place at this beautiful venue. The weather has been outstanding in favor of the game, not that much hot as it was in the previous games, and we've seen some good water as well being there as a favorable for this sport. Prior to that 5 4 days, it was so hot, scorching, that to play under that scorchy heat, it is never easy to play in that hot, humid condition. But now the weather is perfect at Bangalore, where this game is taking place in the home ground of Kodagu. With that cross coming in, with that header into the perfection, art of perfection. See this goal, absolutely beautiful, as good as you like, almost targeted. Fully, he has concentrated. Not a single time he's blink his eye. He was there in the perfect slot, identifies himself, and then lean to that goal with a good header coming straight into the net. This is an absolutely beauty.
They're just trying to add a goal just before the close of the first quarter. Just looking to end up this quarter with 3-0 on the board, with Fully B in good command. They're trying their best, looking to come up with that way. That is a kind of a game that they have built over a course of time. Of course, this is a brilliant tactic, a brilliant way to actually play that point, play that part, and not even a single time Amethi is able to kick the ball away to the goalkeeper. With that cross coming in and intercepting, that cross coming in into that shape. Oh dear, missed that one close. A wobble and double about the ball, dodges, and it's completely misses from the side. But well, it's just about 2 minutes of play left for the first quarter to end. 'Long range coming quickly there, intercepting and then losing it away from that cause. 35 minutes have gone. Just 1 or 2 minute additional time would have been offered at this stage, where every single second matters, every single minute matters. 1 minute of time has been added, as we can see clearly there, and still would like to end that note on that one, quickly rushing and losing the grip, trying to get that position, trying to get that one. Oh dear, just over him. A beautiful one to get through the close of the first half. Hooter will go up in 8 seconds. This was a great take, but over the poles, and then the Hooter goes up. So far, the interesting second half have gone. The first half, so, and I'm sure the second half would have been as interesting in this great stage of semi-finals. Imphal taking a brilliant lead of three, a mammoth score of goal line three, which looks a little difficult for Amethi to cross that one. And I'm sure the second half, stay tuned for this great game. You'll enjoy this moment, and we'll be back in a short span of time. Stay there with us. led by the captain. Dev Rishi, on the other hand, the other team Imphal led by captain Dayananda. Start of the play, the referees has now blown the whistle. Imphal will be now taking on right to left side, and that's the first intent. Just the beginning of the procedure, and a good clearance coming at the right time. Imphal taking that lead emphatically with 3-1 with 3-0, and they have shown their aggression in this half as well, that they would climb on the highest caliber of what they are capable of, scoring goals, and they would love to add 3-4 goals more in the contest, and they would become the team scores the most goal in the tournament. I'm sure with the kind of performance they're doing incredibly well. So good in small passes, effective, efficient, coming to that occasion. But Amethi has come with some strategy, they've come with some planning and execution of where they're getting little wrong, so that they can come strongly in this quarter. So that they can come strongly in this quarter. But well, there's a quick run, there's a long lead run chase there for the, and then he kicks it off, trying to get inside one. The fourth one comes, the first of the second quarter, and the fourth one overall. It was just pushing hard quickly with the efforts. Just 1 minute have gone, and they have opened their account in this side as well. So fourth goal, and just taking things easy and easier. It's getting easier and easier for Imphal. Pressure, big mounting on boys in red. They're losing their control. They're losing their grip over this match. They seems to be playing well in the condition. But what has happened to their game today? Nobody knows where they're lagging behind. They're also an impressive team to look in the tournament, how they have gone. The journey was good. No doubt about Imphal in every stage, under 17, under 15, boys and girls. They've been on the top along with Kodagu. There is got another one, but this time into the hands of Sajdev. Oh dear, control fully lost it out. And the whistle have blown. That would have been a tough call. With that long range out of the distance, a quick attempt. Ferociously made that attempt. He was good there in the frame, looking to build that one up. He was tied to that occasion. He lost the control, and then he waits this moment, and he grabs this position, all tight and all tight together. And a good clearance coming right at the point. That's a good one. Keeping it simple, focusing on the energy, then losing that one. They knew the winner of this tournament will get a chance to part in the elite tournament, which is Subroto Cup, one of the most prestigious tournament of youth for the nation, where they will get a good exposure of playing with great players, international players, and it will be a great chance for to upskill themselves onto a big platform and for big occasion. Or the number of time I've seen these are the tournaments which brings great talent to the real face of world. This tournament encourages youth players especially to take part, and due to these constantly recurring tournaments, it has taken a great shape for the football and other sports as well in the same way, where they have prepared good athletes, they produced great players, and this is the kind of work that they're doing to identify, nurture the right talent. And they did it is in amazing form. So this is the same way this tournament is going in that flow with that positive intent of nurturing great talents around the world, around the country. It's a timely process. It takes time. Good things always takes time. But as a result, it is proving out to be the best move. A great opportunity. There's the long kick coming in that way. Is this a hope for boys in red to open their account? And they need to do so in order to have a comeback. That kick coming out of nowhere, totally out of control. With that great kick coming strongly there with that action, they're up to that occasion, looking to get it in good way as they do so. Just just look to get in that command and just look to get in that touch. With that easy one, a jersey number 20 comes in place of jersey number 10. I hope so he could do that magic he's been into that field. To open that drought, this drought is for Amethi is increasing and increasing as it's spreading. They would want to close that drought of no goal being conceded. 45 minutes of overall play has gone, and still they look to come with some good flying ways, and there they have a chance to get the position in the D. Tried it and misses it with a big margin. Oh, away from him, away from them. Tried their best. 'That's a good way and a good defending as well. Imphal playing an all-round game, absolutely where the forward players are doing their way, but the defense line is also doing in that same way. With boys in red, with the hope of opening their account, closing that drought. And the whistle have 50 minutes of play have gone, with only left of 20 minutes. And in this 20 minutes, what else can happen? Can they score few more, or they gonna open their account? But a good clearance there coming with in quick succession by boys in blue. Right to left, that beautiful pass coming back in with that brilliant move, and that's a good dodge. Going in action, coming close with that fifth one, but a clearance at right point. Coming back into that action, just coming back with that kind of a move, almost trying their hard to come back. As we see the players being changing up, substituting actually. Water breaks have been called on, and that will be very interesting to see in the upcoming 15 minutes of play, or 17 hardly. What is the new strategy they are coming with? And it's now the sun over their head. They're very easy to play in that hot condition. Now it's been very tough for the athletes to play in that scorching heat. As we see, they're back into the field, back into the action, resume of play. Just 15 minutes left. With this last 15 minutes, with what all best what can do Imphal add few more, or they can open their account. Boys in red, Amethi looks out to be in deep, deep trouble. With that good move, that's a brilliant one, shaking his body and then turning it back. A good sprinter coming in the end. That kick coming straight into the hands of Sajdeep. Gets a good safe pairs of hand, but still the counter attacks from Imphal will not stop. It will come back to back as he's prepared for those back to back clashes, back to back kicks. Trying his best to get in the position right. Boys in red have the first one and they misses. They would have opened their draught. This is the most easiest chances you like. They've missed. And how can he miss it? At this stage, missing that easiest part is not tolerable. They cannot afford it. It's ultimately something that they would never look to see that back mistake happening again. That would have been an easy. Another one that coming is straight to the hand of goalkeeper. No much power and no more pure connection by the foot. Almost as easy, safely landed into his hand. Is this the fifth one coming up? But good clearance coming right. And there is another one, that stunning one. Almost just tried it best and gets it in that way. That is a brilliant move. A brilliant move to notify that with the kind of a right spirit has shown this. This is an amazing move. Almost stunned out everybody there from that angle. He looks out to be in that position. The sixth one coming back to back 2 goals in 1 minute. It is an amazing job done by them. Almost coming to that occasion, rising to that one. Still, they're left with 9 minutes of play, but again, they're coming with that strong way. You can't get things as good as this. Keeping themselves up to that occasion, rising to that one. Imphal has played and carnage here. Absolutely great way. Not so easy for them, not so easy. They're always there in the picture with good passes coming back to back. Back to back goals. Can they add one more in the last 11 minutes? Can they do so? It seems out to be nobody is there, and the whistle goes into the nets. But of course, the whistle has blown, so this will not be considered as a goal, as the whistle has blown before the ball arriving in the goal post. But although they've tried their best, they've stretched this level to the highest of what they could do, the Imphal team. They're so much proud of the performance, especially their coach is so will be so proud. The supporting staff who have helped the team, shaping in right way with the right of training being provided to them, nurturing them. Especially the kind of football has been great from northeast side Imphal. They came, they've developed their game in the recent years so well that they have lots of stadiums, lots of practice session in that areas in those mountains. It's been the natural game, it seems out to be one of the most common game. The most famous sport is football there, so a large number of people play that, and they have good training sessions which enables them to be able to play to let them up to date to that occasion so that they do well. They have that capability to shine, outshine, and yet we see the goalkeeper lying down in pain, and the physiotherapist will come up. Its Wycombe is laid on the ground, and they need to check for the part. Is he okay? And yes, he is. That's good news at the end. Both teams equally playing good, I would say. They're playing with their best of their capabilities, but one team doing goal, the other might not. But still, the game is good from both ends. They're at least trying to push themselves hard, and harder. With that good pass in that open area, long coverage, good dodge. The second player is also dodge with that kick coming with that header at the right time, but missed that one. This has gone out of their way, but that would have been a stunner, one of the best goal of the tournament if it happens so. With only 5 minutes of play left on the board, the substitute player number 14 comes in. They played their natural game in foul. Oh, that's a bicycle kick. He was trying to carry it away with that move, but could not turn that up successfully. is so strong at that region, right to left, covering that midfield to defense. Captain is always there in the frame, plays his part, gives opportunity to every player, give the authority to play their best game, not to play in pressure, just play freely, which is a good compliment for a player to allow them to be best on their capable side. Oh, has he done it so? Has he done it so? Grab in the last. That would have been an opener for Amethi side, and the looks he's not well. He's not well completely out of it. The 5 minute of play left, hardly 5 to 4 minutes of play left, and he's down on the feet, and he rises to that set.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳಿ. ನನಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್.
That's something seriously. That is, they'll not afford Imphal this at this stage because for the upcoming game, his presence is important. His part is a great. He's played a great part in letting some famous goals being saved by his team, and he's done that job beautifully, keeping Imphal ahead of other teams. His presence is important. His presence is very much important as the new. He has to be well for the upcoming games, as that is a semi-final. The one who wins will got a chance to play in the final. So his presence is important. So they need to make sure that he is well. The physiotherapists have come up. That's not a good news. He's laying down on the stretcher, and we pray for his recovery that he is well. In short course of time, he is in deep pain. They need to check through that he is well. He is laying down on the stretcher, and his replacement will be there for 2 3 minutes of play. But hopefully, he is well for the big occasion as he recovers soon. Can they add one more? Can they add one more? Yes, they added. They added. Just of course, 2 minutes left. The seventh one on the board. How many more they would add? That's a question. Can they touch 10? And so far, I'm sure this is the highest score of goals by any team so far in the tournament. Seven they're up against with 2 minutes of play left. The cross coming in the D, but with no more intent to kick that one. Nobody was there for him to collect that pass. Tried his best to pull that up, but well, it was a good course of action he did. Well, that's a corner coming in. Hopefully, not sure after this how many corners more they will get to open their account. Open that draught. Will they open that in this one and end up this game with one on the board at least? But well defended, good clearance coming at the right point by the players from Imphal team. Just 10 seconds of play left, and the game is gone from their end. Amethi. Imphal have banged on to this occasion, and the whistle has blown full time. What a game! What a game of play we have seen today between these teams. A great, great way. 7 on the board in fall. A heroic win here in a one sided way. And there we see the shaking of hands between the players. One saying, congratulating them for qualifying for final, and then both the teams congratulating each other for playing a great part in the tournament, lighting up this tournament with good performances. It might not be a good day for Amethi, but a wonderful day to remember by Imphal. They marked their great presence in the finals. And one team is knocked out of the tournament. The other qualifies for big stage. And big round of applause for both the teams. Have played a great game. Sensational playing from both the ends. Where Sainik School Imphal have taken a mammoth scorecard 7-0, where Sainik School Amethi has today not opened their account. Coming up, we have Sub Junior Boys Under 15, Karakeli versus Imphal again at this ground. So stay tuned for this. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this as well. The way it happened in a great way and a great job done by the referees. They were very much fair in giving fouls and decision. So good contribution from their end, and it's time to say goodbye to this. Thank you very much.